chase, staring down Pentagon, and that's it. The Usos take the count out.
They don't deserve our title. You've cheated your way into a win again.
And Rousey is the first ever United States champion. Matt Hardy retains the Intercontinental Championship. And Asuka, boom, to win the GAW World Championship. And he does.
Welcome to the age of Alpha. This was your fault. You didn't listen. This company, leaderless and directionless, was going to let the Blade Runners drive it into the abyss. Rest assured, we will not.
It was in the moment when Jay White was going to win that belt, and I saw in my mind's eye what he was going to do. I couldn't let that happen. I will save this company.
Now you will know what it's like to have a true driver of this ship. We will run this company correctly. This is the age of Alpha.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us on Wednesday Night Storm. We are on the road to Winterfest. We'll tell you all about that event as the episodes go on. But for now, we'd like to welcome Team Kick back to the arena. Of course, we saw Tegan Nox take on Asuka for the GAW Women's World Champion at Cyclone Denver. Asuka came out victorious, but now Dakota Kai gets a chance at the champion in non-title action. We know that we will not be seeing Aleister Black fight on this card, and that's a whole different story, of course. But Asuka remains a fighting champion, and Dakota Kai will get her chance against the Legend to open up tonight's show. Speaking of the Legend, Asuka with yet another successful title defense at Cyclone Denver over Tegan Nox. It was a great match, and it was a clean match. And that's something that we haven't been able to say a lot when it comes to the Women's World Champion over the last few months. But I always love her battles with Team Kick, and we're about to see another great one, I would expect. We can tell you what else we're going to see on tonight's show. Will Ospreay will be in action against Suicide. As Ospreay, he has his sights set firmly on Buddy Murphy. So we'll be able to see him. And then in our main event, Jimmy Uso takes on Phoenix in singles action with both their tag team partners in their corners. And of course, that situation has become absolutely explosive. I would expect to see more of that tonight. 10-minute time limit in this non-title match. And Dakota Kai's teammate, Tegan Nox, of course, she earned her World Championship match against Asuka at Cyclone Denver because she pinned Asuka in a match like this, non-title. And I mean, that she really shocked the world with that because she joins an elite company when it comes to that. And now Asuka leg trapped crossface on Kai, and Dakota Kai able to get the elbow up and get out. Asuka's so talented. She has a myriad of submissions in her arsenal, of course, none deadlier than the Asuka lock. But she doesn't even really need submissions to beat you. I mean, she used the Empress combination to get the 3 count on Tegan Nox in Denver. So, you know, she is maybe the most dangerous female wrestler we've ever seen in GAW. Easy kick out there. But Dakota Kai looking to make a name for herself. And I think the question on everyone's mind right now is what does come next for the Women's World Champion? I mean, it seems like she's moved past Tegan Nox, and now Asuka with the hip attack after the beautiful spinning back leg kick. And now Asuka, this put down Tegan Nox for the 3 Empress combination. The deadly Empress combination from Asuka. Kai in trouble. Asuka going for the pin, and Kai kicked out. Referee's hand was inches from the mat, and Dakota Kai able to withstand the Empress combination. I think there might be an Asuka lock in Dakota Kai's future. One of the deadliest submission holds we've ever seen, male or female, in GAW. Beautiful arm drag from Kai to avoid that situation. Wow, look at this. Dakota Kai now. Kai, beautiful tope suicida. Dakota Kai underrated when it comes to female athletes in GAW. She is one of the premier ones. And look at this, Kai showing the strength with a power bomb. Dakota Kai actually has the upper hand right now on Asuka. Does a little hand gesture, goes for the pin, and Asuka, I don't think she would have gotten the 3 count anyway, even if she had just gone for it, but, you know, they don't prepare you. We don't prepare you in the GAW Academy to be in this position against the world champion, Asuka. And now Kai, look at this, going all the way around for the running big boot onto the champ. Dakota Kai, she has really turned it on here. And Kai now with the boot. Look at this, another power bomb onto Asuka. The strength of Dakota Kai. Wow, we are in very uncharted territory right now. Kai goes for the boot, and Asuka catches the leg, rolls Kai over, and now look at this. Asuka locks in the ankle lock. Kai trying to reach for the ropes. Asuka has it cinched in deep, and Kai able to fend her off. This has been a terrific match so far. Asuka now. Asuka has Kai straight into the Empress combination. It can happen that fast. Asuka hooks the leg, 2, 3. The champ wins. Kai pushed her to her limit. What a performance. Wow, Dakota Kai has impressed a lot of people, just like her teammate Tegan Knox did. I think Team Kick will be around for a long time. Given what we've seen here, I would expect them to factor into the World Championship scene for many, many years. These are 2 young women. Both of them have pushed the champ to her limit. But Asuka shows why she is the premier women's wrestler in GAW, and I don't know if anyone is going to unseat her from that.
Congratulations, Asuka. Great job, sport. But you see where this is going, don't you? You see Ronda Rousey grabbing that US title? Well, with you holding the world belt, it's about 2 weeks before Ronda's becomes a bigger deal. That's why I'm here. People think you're a legend because you've held the belt so long, but I know the truth. I know you don't want to see me in the ring, but you will. Keep your chin down, Empress. You never know who's behind you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that man's name is Suicide, and he is coming off a championship match at Cyclone Denver. Buddy Murphy took him down, and here's the thing about Murphy's win over Suicide. It came in very, very controversial circumstances where Murphy actually hit a basic suplex on Suicide, and that got the 3 count, and we were all very confused about it. We are still looking for any kind of indication of what happened there. We are checking every available camera angle. We are checking every available piece of evidence that we have to figure out what Buddy Murphy might have done. But evidently, Suicide is well enough to fight here on the first Wednesday Night Storm post-Cyclone Denver. And the man he will be taking on is a world superstar, a global, well, I guess legend, really, if you want to look at it that way, Will Ospreay. a former GAW Cruiserweight champion and a man who has his sights set firmly on the champ Buddy Murphy. And Murphy apparently was not too busy to address Will Ospreay after his controversial win at Cyclone Denver. He tweeted this: "Will, you sanctimonious prick, I hope you like flopping around a lot. If you want a shot at me, you gotta win 4 matches in a row. Lose one and you'll never get a chance at this title again. Posh bastard." Buddy Murphy certainly has a way with words, folks. I think that much is clear. Well, it's hard to say if Ospreay intends on accepting that challenge from Murphy. We haven't heard anything either way from Ospreay except for the fact that he is here. So, I mean, we'll have to see if he does lose. Will he actually challenge for the belt? I mean, it's hard to say, how much pull Buddy Murphy and the Blade Runners even have anymore. Look at this. Texas Cloverleaf from Suicide, and Ospreay out of it pretty easily into the drop kick. It's hard to say how much pull the Blade Runners have, considering that the group and Jay White in particular have clearly drawn the ire of newly minted world champion Aleister Black, newly confirmed Alpha associate Aleister Black, who, again, we will not be seeing on tonight's match card. Make of that what you will. Ospreay with a beautiful punt kick there, and Suicide kicks out at 1. Ospreay seems to have bulked up a little bit, and now look at this. Ospreay goes for the handspring kick, and Suicide catches him and into the Hurricane Rana. I was just going to say that Ospreay seems to have changed his mentality a little bit, not going for so many of the flashy aerial moves that he's known for, but then he busts out a couple of those right there. While Suicide trimmed down to get a cruiserweight title match at Cyclone, Ospreay seems to be building up some muscle. We know that he's had machinations for a while beyond just the cruiserweight championship, so that's no surprise. Oh, the referee on the wrong end of that. Suicide goes shoulder first straight into the ref. Hopefully he's okay. Suicide has Ospreay up, and Ospreay gets the elbows in. Suicide may be looking for that rolling Death Valley driver. And Ospreay now, look at this handspring Oscutter. Will Ospreay hits the Oscutter onto Suicide, and now hooks the far leg. Ospreay to win this match. 2, 3. Will Ospreay has won. Is that the first in this 4 matches in a row that Buddy Murphy has been alluding to? Ospreay looks like a new man, and he is coming with a vengeance. A picture-perfect Oscutter onto Suicide. Look at that. And Will Ospreay, former cruiserweight champion, is he gunning for Buddy Murphy's cruiserweight title? Is he going to accept that challenge of winning 4 in a row? Only time will tell. We'll have to hear from Ospreay himself. In our main event, we have Jimmy Uso taking on Rey Fenix in singles action. But first, let's hear from the newly minted United States champion, Ronda Rousey.
Now's the time of the Blue Bloods. Yeah, all these flips and bullshit may look cool, but there's no replacement for the bloodthirsty nature of those of us who have been in the cage. That's why I won this title. That's why none of you can even hope to touch me in the ring. MMA is the real form of combat. That's why this championship is the only real title in this company.
seems like Ronda Rousey is serious about, bringing the prestige to this U.S. title. I don't know exactly how she's going to do that, but there's no doubt that Rousey is, of course, a legend when it comes to mixed martial arts, when it comes to women's mixed martial arts in particular. Coming out to the ring now are the Lucha Brothers, two guys that have had their differences with the Usos recently. That much is certain. The Usos defended their tag titles against the Lucha Brothers and actually took the count-out victory against these two at Cyclone Denver, which then led to the two men assaulting Jimmy Uso backstage, which now has led to this match, a singles contest. Rey Fénix, of course, has been a great singles competitor everywhere he's been. He's known as a tag specialist in GAW. Meanwhile, the Usos, these two men have not really had much of a singles run to talk about up until this year when Jimmy Uso actually challenged for the Intercontinental Championship at Bash at the Beach. He came up just short against the then champion Kofi Kingston. But these two men have held the GAW Tag Team World Championships since before Bash at the Beach. They've beaten the Lucha Brothers several times for these belts. But this rivalry seems to have taken a much different type of emotion now between these two. The Usos have taken exception with the Lucha Brothers apparently allying themselves with Alpha, which is why they took that count out, and now emotions will come to a head here. Rey Fénix now, oh, look at that, little mind games early from Jimmy Uso. You can hear the fans very much behind Jimmy Uso right here in this match. I think we know why that is. Fénix, one of the great aerial high flyers that we know in the world when it comes to singles competition. Jimmy Uso, though, going straight at him here early on. Uso and Fénix. You can see we have a different camera angle for this match. We are slightly higher up to bring you this. That's because you can see both Pentagon and Jey Uso in your screens, and we wanted to make sure that we know what's going on with these two, given the emotional nature that this rivalry seems to have taken on. And you can see the pace of this match immediately has been high. The referee goes for the count. I think we would have expected as much. Jimmy Uso with a beautiful flying forearm. Fans letting him know. These two guys, you can tell the emotion mixed into this, and now Rey Fénix with a beautiful snap DDT. Lariat to answer from Jimmy. You know, the Usos have not been around as much as we maybe would have thought. Now Jimmy Uso into the Tequila Sunrise. Look at this. Tequila Sunrise is cinched in deep. It is close to the ropes. Rey Fénix could be in a little trouble here, as Jimmy Uso has it locked in, and Fénix now rolls around, goes for the drop kick again, and Jimmy Uso had it read. Fénix intercepts him before he can get the super kick, and Fénix now with a beautiful kick to the head. Rey Fénix maybe starting to get himself back into this one. Uso goes head into the turnbuckle, Gamangiri from Fénix, and now Rey Fénix certainly has the advantage here. Into the corner, Fénix maybe looking for the Black Fire driver. Jimmy Uso, elbows up. He did well to avoid it. Maybe he did well to avoid it again. This has been a fast-paced match early on, and I'm just glad to see the Usos back in the ring. A snap DDT mirrors that one that Phoenix gave earlier, and now Jimmy Uso could be pressing his advantage. Super kick attempt misses. Catches the Buddha, and now Uso rolls Phoenix over into the single leg crab, and you can see Phoenix hooked his arm on the ropes. I'm glad to see the tag champs back. You know, with the Challenger briefcase ladder match qualifiers, with the United States Championship tournament, we didn't see that much of these of the Usos, and that's a shame because they are so excellent, and we're seeing it right now. Jimmy Uso going up top. I was thinking maybe he's looking for the Uso splash. Instead, he calls Phoenix to his feet and now goes for the diving elbow. That one connected flush. Phoenix now sends Uso into the corner. Uso could be in trouble. Phoenix now, Pentagon moves out of the way. Phoenix under the bottom rope into the sliding drop kick. We've seen him use that to great effect in the past. Phoenix sends Uso back in. Uso not showing any of the effects right now of that drop kick. Well, maybe he is. This has been as emotionally charged, as high-paced a match as I think we knew it would be. And now Jimmy Uso has Phoenix in trouble. Uso into the Tequila Sunrise. Pentagon into the ring, and Pentagon with the drop kick on Uso. Look at this. Pentagon has taken matters into his own hands on Jimmy Uso. Pentagon and Uso into a little bit of a war of words, and Pentagon, instead of going for the attack, on his knees in front of Jimmy Uso. And now, oh my God, look at this. This is the man that we know is called Zeta. Has gotten into the ring, and he's attacking Jimmy Uso now. Absolutely disgusting. I think this is confirmation, if anything, that the Lucha Brothers are aligned with Alpha. We can tell you that Aleister Black will be on Wednesday Night Storm next week. Next episode, so you won't want to miss that. Subscribe to GAW so you can see it and everything that happens. We appreciate you.